People call them dollars or money. But I call them life coupons because if you don't have enough life coupons, your ability to live life comfortably is greatly reduced. And never did I realize that when I was homeless and I lived in a shelter and you had to leave the shelter at 9 in the morning, not be back till 4. And I remember it was a holiday. The library was closed. I was in the street. I didn't know how to stay warm. I didn't know where to go. So of course I wore black and I stood in the sun. Yeah, because then you get some external heat from the color black, because it absorbs so much sunlight. Or I'd wear dark colors. And I remember I was walking down the street and I was standing outside a Dunkin' Donuts counting my change to see if I get a coffee, because that would have bought me a life experience. If I had enough life coupons, then I could have been inside for about a half hour drinking a coffee. I would have milked it maybe to an hour. And then a guy, I don't know if somebody saw me with my change. I wasn't asking for change. I think I was counting it by the door. And he was like, "You want a coffee and a donut?" And I was like, "What? You want a coffee?" I was like, "Yeah, that would be great." I was like, "Look, I got 75 cents, whatever." He goes, "Don't worry about it." And he bought me a coffee and he bought me a Bavarian cream. And that's really the moment I thought about when I found Ray. And I bought him a Danish and a coffee, because I remember when he bought me that, I remember thinking, wow, I feel human again. Yeah, there's something about being homeless that you don't feel human. You feel subhuman.